My friend Dora, who you may know here on YouTube as Weblight Dreams, sent me this box of goodies back in April, and I'm only just now getting around to making a video out of it. I feel bad that I didn't do this in May. Thanks for the gifts, Dora. Hello and welcome back to Jenna Gets Creative. So yes, Dora sent me a bunch of art supplies she wasn't going to use. I knew what a lot of it was before it arrived, but a few items were surprises. This unboxing footage from the whole package was filmed when I received the box in April, and I did thank her several times back then, but now we're finally going to look and see what she sent. If you're only here for the artwork, I am doing a piece later on in the video at the timestamp on screen now, but I hope you'll watch everything through. Dora reconstructed this box out of a bark box because there were one too many items in here to fit nicely into a large mailer, and I thought that was adorable. She sent along her business card and an assortment of prints and postcards from some of the subscription boxes she's received before. It was really neat to get Smile Create repeat prints since those don't ship to Canada. She did specifically include everything that came in the July 2018 premium sketch box, which she unboxed late last year or early this year from her pile of unopened boxes over on her channel, but she wasn't going to use these items and she knew I was interested in trying pan pastels. I'll talk more about these items and that box later on because the artwork portion will focus on that box. Consider it a no box art box with a twist of having the actual exact box contents 2 years late. There's lots more in this box of goodies than just the old sketchbox contents though. She sent these empty paint markers hoping we could collab with them since she kept a couple for herself. She sent a pack of buttons and magnets featuring her own fan art from Pokemon and other animes. She sent an accordion-style watercolor sketchbook by Pentalic with hopes that we can collab filling these. She's got one as well. Dora, you need to come back from your hiatus so we can do this. Oh, and sneaky link sticker hidden in the label. Love it. This little bubble wrap package is mostly stuff I knew was coming. She had mentioned she was sending some Faber-Castell gelatos for me to try out, though I didn't know which colors were coming. Those are extremely soft, water-soluble art crayons. The Copics I knew right down to which colors because she let me pick colors I was missing from her clearance haul. And this llama bookmark is so cute. Here's some art panels I wasn't expecting. I've never used this type of panel before either. They look interesting. What mediums work best on these? This Winsor Newton layout paper pad I knew was coming because I saw her open a pack of 3 of these in different sizes in one of her haul videos, and I was very intrigued about the 16:9 widescreen ratio. She tried to be sly about what she was sending, but gave me size options to pick, and the dimensions were so odd I did the math on the ratio and instantly knew what it must be. And here's a pad of Strathmore 500 series Bristol paper that you've already seen me use a couple of times. Mostly I was trying to hold off using these supplies in videos before I got around to putting the package unboxing up, but the Bristol paper and the Copics have already been used in my videos multiple times. Thank you again, Dora, for sending these wonderful gifts. I appreciate it so much. I hope things are going well for you and that you get back to posting here on YouTube frequently again. I miss seeing your videos, reading your comments on mine, and having you active in the group chat. Moving on to part 2, using that July 2018 sketchbox. I actually did receive a sketchbox back in July 2018, but it was the basic box, not the premium, and I was so disappointed with the box and what I was able to do with the supplies that I never posted the video, and I gave a few of the items away in my first giveaway. I don't think I would have been as disappointed with the box if I didn't know what premium got, but knowing what they got, the choices they made for basic didn't feel like they made any sense. I felt the same about the August box, but at least I actually posted that one. The September box was the rare case where I liked the basic box better than the premium, and then after that I got premiums for October, November, December, and then let the subscription go, and I've only grabbed individual premium boxes here and there. July 2018's box was all about pan pastels, and everyone did indeed receive pan pastel. The thing is, premium was based on the famous color palette by Danish artist Anders Zorn, which was titanium white, ivory black, yellow ochre, and vermilion, or cadmium red light. The premium box included a 5 set of pan pastels: titanium white, black, yellow ochre, permanent red, and a bonus phthalo blue. If you're working with red, blue, yellow as your primaries, this is actually a passable starter palette. The basic box received just 2 pens, black and red iron oxide, which is a fancy name for the color of rust. Obviously, I would have preferred the primary colors, even if they had to leave out the black and white. If we do the math on the prices on each box's card, the pair of pans in the basic box works out to $6.99 each, while the set of 5 in the premium box works out to $5.99 each, which means a steep bulk discount was applied. Both boxes sent out an assortment of specialty art sponges by Soft Tools, but while the premium box got a mini palette knife and 5 soft tool covers for it as well as the oval and wedge sponges, the basic box only received the oval and wedge sponges. I would have preferred the palette knife items, even if they counted on us having our own palette knives to use the sponge covers on rather than sending the plastic knife. The price difference for this section on the menu cards is only $2, which means the palette knife covers are definitely extremely cheap. Both boxes got pastel pencils, but while the premium box got a pair of Faber-Castell Pitt pencils in black and cobalt turquoise, which beautifully complement the pens and are completely light fast shades, the basic box got 4 pencils from 3 brands. 2 General's Chuck pastel pencils in black and light gray. These were extremely hard, the gray didn't do much at all, and they have built-in erasers like ordinary school pencils. The third was a light sepia from Koh-i-Noor Gioconda, and you've seen me use that recently, it's actually decent. The fourth was an ivory from Cretacolor, and it's more of a yellow cream shade. Could they not have saved the money to include a third pan pastel and give us the primaries, and forgone the extra pastel pencils that suck and the larger soft tools rather than just the caps to go on their own palette knives? The total price for the 4 pencils in the basic box is equivalent to the premium box sending 3 Pitt pencils instead of the 2 they sent. Finally, both boxes sent erasers. The premium box sent a pair of Derwent art erasers. The black is soft and the white is medium, and these are latex-free PVC rubber. The basic box sent a 3-pack of Prismacolor Magic Rubber erasers. These are horrid soft erasers that are meant to easily erase everything, but I find all they're good for is smudging everything and becoming hopelessly covered in any little bits of dust on your desk or in your pencil case. This pack is actually slightly more expensive than the 2-pack of Derwent erasers in the premium box. If the basic box had excluded the 2 more expensive pastel pencils, sent the Derwent erasers instead of the Prismacolor, and just sent the palette knife and soft tool covers rather than just the oval and wedges, that would have been $7.62 they could have put into a better offering of the pan pastels. If they had sent the more expensive pair of pastels and not the generals, they would have had $5.58 to work with, which is just 41 cents short of the per item cost in the 5-pack of pan pastels in the premium box. That 41 cents probably could have been recovered by not sending the plastic palette knife to put the soft tool covers on and letting us use our own. If you couldn't tell, 2 years ago I was very salty about that basic box. So salty that I never published the video, and I included the pan pastels in my giveaway at the time. I've since become interested in using pastels as a base layer under colored pencils, and I've been wanting to try pan pastels again, but I didn't want to take the risk with how much these sets cost up here in Canada. Dora knew that, so she graciously passed these along to me. I'm so happy to finally have the chance to give the July 2018 box a good go and put a video out with it. Now I admit, I cheated. I blocked in colors on this puffin illustration using pan pastels, but then I pulled a few additional colors from my own Pitt pastel pencil collection and didn't stick to just the black and cobalt blue from the box. This illustration came out very soft and loose with a lot of paper texture showing through. I keep going back and forth between loving the softness of it and how it feels like it belongs in a children's storybook, but also really feeling like it's unfinished because nothing is crisp and well-defined. I'm not sure that crisp and well-defined can be achieved on this paper in pastel alone, since they're so soft. This is Canson pastel paper, and I believe it's meant to be better for oil pastels. I have a half-finished Greyhound portrait on another sheet from this pad done in Polychromos colored pencils, and that's much more crisp. One of these days I'll finish it. To finish this piece with crisper details, I would seal it with workable fixative and then clean it all up with colored pencils. I know people do beautifully crisp and photorealistic pieces in pastel pencils and pan pastels, and I've done that too, but not on such a textured yet not toothy paper as this. I also had a very, interesting night the evening I painted this and tried to record this voiceover. The voiceover ended up waiting until Wednesday, so if you were waiting for my usual noon Newfoundland time upload on Thursday and I missed it by an hour or two, that's because I didn't finish editing and exporting this video until Thursday morning. Our neighbor's semi-truck was idling in front of their house, probably warming up before he went off to run a job, when it caught fire. This was just after midnight on Tuesday, just as I'd finished recording the video and was going to do audio. There were fire, police, and ambulance vehicles all over the place, lights going, expected noises happening, smoke everywhere, everything smelled like burning rubber, and then the power lines above where the burning truck was parked caught too, and we lost power for the rest of the night. So that was fun. Yes, everyone's okay as far as I know, and the truck and the power lines were the only casualties of the fire. The only living being in this house who got any sleep that night was our toddler, somehow. My husband and I didn't get much sleep after that. The cats were terrified. I put them away in the farthest room from the noise and lights that I could actually shut them in, which happens to be my art room, so even if I wanted to be productive while I couldn't sleep and make use of battery power, I couldn't get into my studio without potentially letting terrified cats loose. So, yeah. Weird tangent for this video, I know, but that's why this video is probably late and why I didn't go back and refine the details of this piece with colored pencils, since I'd already cheated and used my own pastel pencils anyway. But anyway, tomorrow is Art Addicts Alliance Day for June, and we're doing conspiracy theories, so come back for that. If you're looking for more to watch, I've got some suggestions up on the left-hand side of the screen, and if you're interested in hearing me talk about writing and bookish topics, go ahead and check out my second channel, the Westvale Archives, linked on the right. I upload art content twice a week at minimum, every Tuesday and Thursday, and if you like living life creatively, whatever that means to you, I'd love to have you along for the ride. Bye guys!